Welcome to Nuclear Learning, an online initiative produced by the Stimson Center to foster debate about reducing nuclear dangers in South Asia. Our first open online course, Nuclear South Asia, is available at nuclearlearning.org. In this video, we speak with Shyam Saran, a former Indian Foreign Secretary. We discuss New Delhi's approach to negotiating the Indo-U.S. civil nuclear deal.
The negotiating process between India and the U.S. Was unfamiliar to both sides. So the negotiating process was also a learning process between the two sides. You know, the US is used to dealing with allies, it is used to dealing with adversaries, it finds it rather difficult to deal with partners. On the Indian side, for a very large number of years, India was at the receiving end of technology denial regimes or sanctions on the part of the United States on its nuclear program, on its space program, on its defense research and development program. So for those who were in those sectors of the Indian system and who were at the receiving end of these US sanctions, for them to begin to accept that the US was now going to be a partner was a difficult thing to do. So bringing about a change in these perceptions on the Indian side was difficult. I suspect that it was similar on the US side as well, who many in the US felt, why should there be an exception of this kind made for India? Especially when they felt that this could impact on the international non-proliferation regime. The second issue is related to this, which is that on the Indian side, in order to sell this to the Indian public, to the Indian Parliament, one had to argue that there was nothing in this deal which in any way constrained India's strategic nuclear program. That this was all about civil nuclear cooperation. It had nothing to do with India's strategic program, and that program would remain intact and would continue according to India's own requirements. On the US side, on the other hand, the way to get public opinion behind this deal was that here was something which would not undermine the non-proliferation regime. That in a sense, bringing India into the tent would strengthen the non-proliferation regime, not undermine it. So we were coming from somewhat two different directions to try and get this deal accepted politically.